next point is very, very sensitive, because brides are doing this now very, very often. It's as often as the purse and hand glove that I've been seeing. It's wearing of costume jewelry or wearing of costume necklace on your wedding gown, like heavy stoned necklace on your wedding gown. It doesn't need that. It doesn't need that. Trust me, you don't need such a heavy jewelry on your wedding gown. You don't need it. If you need a necklace, you can go for a very simple, a very basic necklace that is just minimal, something very minimal. You don't need to pack that full necklace. And most people that do it, I even believe at all, you don't even need a necklace on your wedding gown. If you must put it, then it depends on the kind of wedding gown that you are wearing. Maybe if you are wearing something like an off-shoulder gown and you don't want your chest or your shoulders to be in the open, yes, then you can just put something small, something little small. Don't go and buy costume, those costumes that they can use to wear native clothes or other clothes, those big jewelries, and you put it on your neck. And some of them, the neckline of their clothes, of their wedding gown, are okay. It's not the neckline that even needs a wedding gown. You are wearing a clothes that the neckline is up to this my jacket here and is four corner and everywhere is closed, and you still put that big thing again. The neckline of your wedding gown is up to this place and you are still putting big jewelry costume. How is that thing beautiful now? How does that thing come out in the wedding gown? It contradicts your dressing. It doesn't look nice at all. Please and please, if you are one that you don't want to leave your neckline open for your wedding day, then look for a small nice jewelry or pearl, like small pearl beads. Just put them on. That's all. We'll be using out of style wedding dresses. Yes, I don't know why brides still make this kind of mistake. 2022, you are getting married and you'll be seeing some brides wearing some kind of wedding gown that you know that is out of style. I know that some things go and come back, but when in the case of you still wearing wedding gown that requires jackets in 2022, who does that? That was back in the days. That has gone. We don't use that anymore. So I know some people do it because you feel like maybe you are trying to reduce cost. You don't want to go for those luxury gowns, are mainly expensive. Why don't you go to a nice tailor that can make you with a nice white gown or a nice white lace, can make a very fitted and very fine wedding clothes for you. I prefer that 100% to using old or out of style wedding dresses. Yes, there are some wedding dresses that you see and you are like no, this one no follow at all. If you are planning your wedding, follow bridal stores. That's a tip. Always follow them. Maybe even ahead before you get engaged. Maybe when you are just in a serious relationship, you can start following them, because most of them run promos. They might slash the price of the amount. And there's this bridal store that still rents wedding gown under 50k. I think it's called Brides on a Budget. Yes, they have stores at Ikeja and Amuwodofin or somewhere. I'm not sure. You can check them out on Instagram. Please and please, they have nice dresses that are on a budget. Do away with old styles of dress. It doesn't look presentable at all as a bride. Bonus tip: in all you're doing, anything you are doing that morning before you go to church, make sure you eat. If you are the type of person that your stomach is big, you know how to chop very well. If it's apple, swallow, sit down, balance and eat very well before leaving maybe your hotel or your room that morning to church activities, because trust me, you might not get any other time to eat again till like end of the event, which might be like later in the evening, even as far as night before you eat again. So anyhow, no matter how little, chop first. Next will be exposing your body parts. I don't know why you are comfortable with the one most, let's not say like it's the one important day in your life, but at least it's one of the most important day in your life as a bride, and you are wearing what your cleavage is out. How are you even comfortable? Some people might be like that's their style, they like cleavage, but please do away with that on your wedding day. You can do it on other days, not on your wedding day. You I know you really love the dress, you want to wear the dress, that's the dress of your dream, but if anything that is making you, when you put the dress, you don't feel like you are fitted in it, all your body parts are not completely into the dress, please and please change it, look for something else, because it's not fun at all. How are you even comfortable with your body outside on your wedding day? Clothes come full ground, my people go say clothes full ground, but e no cover anything. Na ground the wedding gown go come. The next point we are going to be talking about is petticoats showing through your wedding dress. That is not nice at all. I've gone to weddings, I've watched weddings, I've seen pictures, and you see brides when they are walking or when they are posing for pictures, you'll be seeing the petticoat is appearing, is showing through the gown, like the lines and the size and the shape of the petticoat is showing through the gown. That's not nice at all. Most times why that occurs is petticoat has different sizes. When you use a size that is above the layers of the wedding gown, maybe if you are wearing a wedding gown that doesn't have so much layers, it has a little layers, just maybe not up to more than 5 layers, and you are trying to put a huge petticoat or basket, as some people call it, under, is the shape of that petticoat is most likely going to show, because the layers of the wedding gown is not enough to cover the shape. So what do you do when you know you are going for a wedding gown that is not fully layered? Why don't you reduce the size of the petticoat you use? Instead of going for the bigger size of the petticoat that is going to show, go for a smaller size of the petticoat so that it won't show through the dress, or just don't use it at all. Next is wearing a veil and even carrying bouquet in your reception hall. I've seen this, and I don't know, is people not telling the brides, or is nobody seeing it as anything wrong? What is a veil for? A veil is a head covering that is supposed to cover your head in the church, because most times in some churches the woman is not allowed to enter with her bare head without being covered. That's what a veil is for. And another function of it is that, the shorter part to cover your face, for your husband to open it and let him see if it's his bride. That's when the two of you are reciting your rites. That's just the work of veil. After your church wedding, my dear, remove it, give it to your bridesmaid. You should fold it and go and keep it somewhere. When you are marching or you are dancing into the reception hall and you still carry veil on your head, what are you using veil to do inside reception? You are still holding bouquet. What are you using bouquet to do? Bouquet, your bridesmaid should just hold that one and keep. The only time your bouquet will come handy again, is to throw. Yes, I can even extend bouquet. You can still hold your bouquet if you want, but I don't think it's right. But you see that veil, no. If you are going to be using a turtleneck dress, try as much as possible when you are getting ready, tell your makeup artist to not apply powders on your neck, so that your dress, like the neckline of your dress, will not get stained. You know what I mean? And again, there are some makeup artists that like sprinkling glitters, pouring glitters on people's body, pouring ororo groundnut oil for shine and all that on your shoulder and everything. I don't think all that is necessary. So if you are one that you are reserved like me, or you don't like all those shenanigans, you can as well just tell your makeup artist before she starts applying all those things on your body. You can just tell her, no, I don't need those, please don't apply it on my body. Because at the end of the day, if it's too much, if it's moderate, it's okay. If they get out of hand or they get too much, it will now be appearing somehow. Next will be overwhelming wedding gowns and accessories. Some people are extra, they want extra. They want their gown to be doing the talking. They want bow tie, they want flower, they want feathers on their hand, they want puff. They want the widest headpiece, they want the biggest jewelry. Please, it's not needed for your wedding. Your wedding day, who is supposed to stand out in that wedding day? That's what you are supposed to ask yourself. You are the star, you are the one that's supposed to stand out. When people are looking at a particular part of your dress, or maybe the length of your dress, the way your dress, you are at Lagos, your dress is at Abuja, that's what people will be looking at. Seriously, I'm telling you the fact. People won't look at you. You see that drama that you like, is that drama that they'll be looking at. Too much length, too much width, too much crown. Yes, you are Igwe daughter, Queen Sheba. you carry the biggest crown, the biggest sleeves, your sleeves are everything. Those are the things people just be looking at. Nobody will see you. Yes, now that's what me say about be looking at, like, what's going on here? A bride is standing and the sleeves is big like this. So just, if you, I know that you like dramatic things, so you want to be, you let your wedding be the talk of the town. Yes, after that weekend, another wedding will come, and that one too will be another talk of the town. So you cannot do the most. So don't kill yourself. Yes. Don't overdo. Don't over. Next point is holding of that rechargeable fan. You see that small rechargeable fan, you are feeling heat, you are sweating, you are putting that rechargeable fan in your face. You can't do without it. Anywhere you go around in your wedding, you're holding that fan. The fan, as it's blowing, is sweating you at the, hey, don't try that thing on your wedding if you don't want to make a very big mistake. You see that fan, if you are not careful, you will end up all your picture that you take that day, the fan will be in your hand. You'll be putting fan in your face, you hold fan in your hand, you are posing, you are still with fan. Before you know it, you end up, your photographer will bring your pictures after your wedding, and you find out that you don't even have any fine picture that you are not holding fan. That thing, when you see it in picture, that's when you will know that that electric fan, you have to throw it away. Don't even see that fan. Don't even let that fan near you if you don't want to spoil your pictures. I'm telling you, you know, pictures are forever. That fan is doing you hit that day, it's just sweeting you. After then, you just find out that all your picture, no one without fan, no one without fan. You be a fan bride, a hand fan bride. That's what you be. Please and please stay away from that fan. If you can, let your makeup artist apply foundation primer on your face that will block sweat, so that you won't need it too much. Or if you are in a church, make sure you sit down in where the fan is facing you. Or if it's a hall sef, let it be air conditioned. Or even if it's an open space, just be where there's enough air to block the heat after your makeup artist have blocked your sweat pores, so that you will not sweat too much. Because I know that's what makes bride want to turn to that bridal, to that small hand fan. Please and please stay away from that hand fan. Or if you want to still go with it, please be very careful and make sure that anytime you are about to take a pose, you throw it away to your, maybe to your bridesmaid to catch it, so that it will not show in your picture, and that's going to be stressful, or you might forget. That's why I say better don't just touch it that day at all. This tip is for me, my own opinion. I don't know, most people might not like it, but it's my own opinion. I don't think little bride and page boy is all that necessary. Why did I say that? Most times, kids will be kids. Getting them to sit at a place in church, or controlling them so that they don't have to go and dirty their clothes before picture time, or even picture time, that's when some remember to start crying, or some will not even be in the mood to take pictures. You know how children can be. Trust me, there are some cases I know the children will be well composed and the pictures and everything will turn out nice. But for me, just to save yourself that stress, if you are somebody like me that we no like all those stress, you can just keep that by the way, just keep it by the side. It's not compulsory, nobody's going to know, nothing is going to happen, the event is still going to go as planned. At the end of the day, all this, the goal is for you to just look simple and classy. Yes, simple and classy, that's the goal. You want to look, you don't want to be looking too extra, and you don't want to be looking too minimalist, because there are some people that will look that they will be like below average. You just want to be simple and classy. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment if you have any comments, if there is any of the things I said that doesn't go well with you, or if you have some that you want to join, or if there's something that you feel like I should have talked about, or you want to buttress one of the points that I've spoken about, please feel free to drop a comment. If you enjoy watching this video, encourage me, guys. Subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel so that you'll be getting nice content like this. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.